All right, so for solving the radical equations of 5 and 6, they look a little different. This time they're to a fraction power, okay? Don't forget that it being as a fraction power is the same thing as saying it's to the power of 3 and the root of 4, okay? So we're going to treat it the same as we did as if we just had the radical. I need this to be all by itself. So I need to get rid of this 2. So I'm going to subtract the 2 to the other side. So that leaves me with the 2x to the 3/4 power equals 8. Okay? Now I need to get rid of the 3/4 power. Okay? Now remember, that's the power of 3. So that means the root of 3 eliminates that. And that's a root of 4. That 4 is the index. Okay, so it's a root of 4, so a power of 4 gets rid of this. So what you do is you take both sides times the reciprocal, or to the power of that reciprocal. Whoops, and I wrote it wrong. 4 over 3. I just flip it and take it to that power. So then these will cancel out and leave me with 2x. And this leaves me with 8 to the 4/3. All right. Now we need to find what 8 to the 4/3 is before we can simplify more. So remember, that's the cube root of 8 to the 4th power. Or you could say it's 8 to the 4th power to the then to the 3rd root. But I like to do the root first because it gets a nice small number. Okay, so that's 2 to the 4th power, and that's 16. Okay, so I have 2x equals 16. Okay, to get 2 by itself, I'm going to divide by 2, and I get that x is 8. Okay, so we need to check our answer. Okay, so I plug it in, so I have 2 times 8 to the 3/4 plus 2, and I need it to equal 10 if 8 is my solution. Okay, 2 times 8 is 16. Okay, so I want to take the 4th root of 16, okay, and that's 2, and then I have 2 cubed still, plus 2 equals 10. 2 cubed is, I'm going to write it over here, sorry, I kind of ran out of room, is 8 plus 2, and that does equal 10. So this checked out. 8 is our solution. We have no extraneous solutions. Okay, so for number 6. Okay, it's already all by itself. Okay, I don't need to move anything to the other side to get the radical by itself, or in this case, the power of the fraction. Okay, but to get rid of this, I multiply both sides by its reciprocal, so that'd be 2 over 1 or 2. I'm going to square both sides because the 1/2 power is the same thing as saying square root. So the 1/2 power and the 2 multiplied together is 1, so it leaves me with an x plus 30. And this side leaves me with x squared. So now I have a quadratic that I need to solve. So I'm going to get everything to one side, so I'm going to subtract x and 30. So that leaves me with a 0 equals x squared minus x minus 30. Okay, and we solve the quadratic. Again, you can use any of the methods that we learned all the way back in chapter 3 of how to solve quadratics, or you can just factor this one. So let's see, it's an x minus 6 times an x plus 5. Okay, so when you solve for x, x is a positive 6 and a negative 5. All right, but we have to check both of those answers. Okay, so let me check x equals 6. So I plug it into my original equation. So I get 6 plus 30 to the 1/2 needs to equal 6. Okay? 6 plus 30 is 36 to the 1/2 equals 6. And remember, 1/2 power is the square root, and the square root of 36 is 6, so 6 is 6. So this is 6 is an answer for x. But then we need to check to see if x equals negative 5 works. Okay, so I have a negative 5 plus 30 to the 1/2 power equals negative 5. Well, this is a square root, no square root can equal a negative 5, so I can already tell you this is going to be an extraneous solution. But if you continue to solve it, you get 25 to the 1/2 equals negative 5, and that is a positive 5 equaling a negative 5, and that is not true. So this is our extraneous solution, and that is our solution. All right, so now go to your practice and do problems numbers 4, 6, and 7, and then move on to the next video.